Beginning. The mission that shouldn't have been possible. Space was never truly silent. Inside the cockpit of the Astra 9, the faint hum of life support systems and the pulse of navigation lights were the only reminders that Captain Rylan Ward was still alive, drifting at the edge of known space. It had been 43 days since contact was lost with the Erevos station, a deep space research facility orbiting the dying star Luma 7. His orders were simple. Go in alone, recover any survivors, and extract whatever data the station had gathered before its systems collapsed. But Rylan knew the truth. No one survived that long, not this far from any rescue route. The mission wasn't about survivors, it was about information. The kind of information the Galactic Union would kill to protect. As his ship approached the massive, cracked hull of the Erevos, he felt the weight of isolation settle on his chest. The station loomed like a corpse, its lights flickering, its metal skeleton twisting against the pale light of Luma 7. He activated his comms. Union Command, this is Captain Rylan Ward. I'm docking now. Oxygen levels look unstable. If you don't hear from me in 6 hours. Static. The comms were gone. Rylan sighed, tightening his grip on the controls. Figures. He docked manually, the Astra 9 locking onto the station with a mechanical clang. As he stepped through the airlock, his helmet light pierced the darkness. The corridors were empty. No bodies. No signs of struggle. Just silence. And then a whisper. Help me. Rylan froze. His heart slammed against his ribs. He swung his light toward the sound, but there was nothing. Just flickering panels and floating dust. Who's there? He said through his helmet mic. No response. Only a faint hum. Followed by a single blinking light down the hall. A cryopod still active. He approached cautiously, his boots echoing against the metal floor. The pod's glass was fogged, but inside he could see the faint silhouette of someone. Small, slender, not quite human. Bioluminescent lines pulsed across the figure's skin like constellations beneath the flesh. He wiped the frost away. It was a woman, or something close to one. Her eyes snapped open. Middle, the alien woman who remembered everything. The pod hissed open with a surge of steam. The woman inside gasped for air, her body trembling. Rylan stepped back, hand instinctively going to his sidearm. Easy, he said, voice steady. You're safe. I'm not here to hurt you. She looked at him, eyes like liquid silver, reflecting the faint light of his helmet. When she spoke, her voice was soft, layered with a strange resonance. You are human. That's right, he said. Captain Rylan Ward. Who are you? She tilted her head. They called me Ceres. I was not supposed to wake until the silence ended. What silence? She looked toward the observation window, where Luma 7 pulsed weakly, its light flickering like a dying candle. The silence of a dead star. It means the galaxy has changed. Rylan frowned. You were part of the Erevos crew. Her expression darkened. No, I was their prisoner. That made him pause. She rose slowly, her movements graceful but alien. Her skin shimmered faintly, like moonlight rippling through water. The markings on her arms glowed softly as she moved closer. They took my blood, my memories, my name. They feared what I was. What are you? Rylan asked. Ceres met his gaze, and for a moment, the air between them vibrated, as if reality itself held its breath. A memory of your past, she whispered. And your future. Before Rylan could speak, the floor beneath them rumbled. A power surge flickered through the station. The emergency lights snapped red. Reactors unstable, he muttered, checking his scanner. We need to get to my ship. Now. But Ceres didn't move. She touched the wall, eyes closing. They planted something inside me. Failsafe. If I leave this place, the station will detonate. Rylan cursed under his breath. Of course they did. He studied her. This fragile, glowing being standing in the middle of a collapsing ruin. Every instinct told him to leave, to complete his mission and survive. But something else whispered inside him, something older, deeper. You said you were their prisoner, he said. Do you want to be free? Her eyes shimmered. Freedom is a word humans use when they mean alone. He didn't have time to debate philosophy. The reactor warning blared. Then you're not dying here, he said, stepping forward. We'll figure this out. She looked at him for a long, silent moment, and then, she reached out her hand. Then take me with you, she said softly. But know this, when we leave, the truth will follow. Iran. The station groaned and shuddered as they moved through collapsing corridors, sparks raining down like dying stars. Ceres seemed to sense the path, guiding him through hidden maintenance shafts and sealed bulkheads. How do you know this place? He asked, ducking under a sparking cable. I don't remember everything, she said. But I remember what they were afraid of. What was that? Me. They reached the docking bay. His ship, Astra 9, waited with its engines ready. Rylan helped her climb aboard, the glow from her body casting a faint silver light across the cabin. As soon as they launched, the Erevos station exploded, a silent bloom of light in the void, scattering fragments across the darkness. Rylan didn't speak for several minutes, his hands gripping the controls. Finally, he glanced at her. Ceres. What are you really? She stared out the viewport, her reflection shimmering in the starlight. I was born before your species had words for stars. My people were architects of life. We shaped worlds. Until we destroyed ourselves. He stared. You're saying you're one of the Vayari, she finished. The lost civilization you humans worship as myth. Rylan exhaled. The Vayari were ancient legends, said to have vanished eons ago after creating life on dozens of worlds. But that's impossible. Her eyes turned to him. So is the silence of a star. And yet here we are. Middle continued. The choice. Days passed aboard the Astra 9. Ceres recovered quickly, learning to adapt to the ship's controls, systems, and even human speech patterns. But there was something strange about her presence. Systems operated more smoothly when she was near. Lights brightened. Engines ran quieter. She wasn't just ancient. She was connected to everything. One night, as they floated between systems, Rylan caught her standing by the viewport again, staring into the void. The stars reflected in her silver eyes. You could have left me to die, she said quietly. Why didn't you? He hesitated. Because I couldn't. She smiled faintly. You speak like one who remembers. Remembers what? What it means to be human. Before he could reply, the sensors flared. A Union vessel inbound. Rylan's blood ran cold. They tracked my beacon. Damn it. Ceres turned slowly. They will kill you for helping me. I know, he said. But I'm not letting them take you. The comm crackled. Captain Rylan Ward, this is Union Command. Power down your engines and surrender your passenger immediately. He muted the channel. Ceres stepped closer, her hand brushing his glove. You don't have to do this. He looked at her, really looked. Her eyes shimmered like galaxies, and in that moment, he realized what scared the Union so much. She wasn't a threat. She was hope. Right here, she said softly. Right now. Choose. And he did.